show with Blatonino Todd rocking the OJ jersey.
Yeah. Blotto J. Simpson.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah. That's what's up, man. What's everybody want to talk about? I mean, we've been doing, what the fuck's up and all that. Um, shit. Let's
Start off
talk
with
current events, man.
what happened with this Drake and Kendrick beef, and all of a sudden Drake's house got shot up, and
Yeah,
his bodyguard or the security guard like running the gatehouse got hit in the chest. They said they found that
yeah,
dude like found him like unconscious and shit. And thank God,
yeah,
like I don't know who found him, but they got him there, and I think the guy's okay now.
yeah. I mean, there's a couple of things to it. Like, yeah, that I didn't know that somebody got hit. In that whole thing, I thought his house got shut up. But yeah, I didn't know he had security that got hurt. Um, that's that's messed up.
Yeah, yeah. But like
Um,
I said, it was weird because I don't think it was Kendrick. I think it had something to do with the
yeah,
weekend, allegedly. You know what I mean? But they said
yeah, yeah. We
the
gotta say allegedly. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, the
yeah.
weekend's house
Um,
got hit, and somebody pew pewed his house. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that was
Now
like
was
less than a week ago.
his house hit first though? That's what I mean, because I haven't
Yeah,
been
the
following.
weekend's
So
house was yeah, the weekend's house was hit first, and
okay,
he's involved with the
okay,
beef too. I don't know if you've been
okay.
following. He made like a
See,
song.
this is why I'm being honest right here. I want people to know. Yeah, I haven't followed too much. I've been following the diss tracks and all that, but as far as the shootings, that's why I'm asking if Weekend got hit first. You know. Now, as far as
So
opinion
they
and
made a
like as far
song
as the
called.
diss
They
track,
made an
I don't
album
think so.
called "We Don't Trust You" and shit. And on the album "We Don't Trust You," the weekend was talking mad shit. He was like talking about Drake, basically. Like he didn't want to. He's lucky he didn't sign that deal. He was like singing about. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everybody's piling on Drake with that Metro Boomin dude. And that's and which we
Oh,
call
Metro
Future.
Boomin, yeah,
They made an album, made another album. They made that one album that had the Kendrick song on it, like that. And then they made another song, another album with a whole bunch of artists, like basically talking ish on Drake too. And it's like that's why he keeps saying it's a 20v1 and shit.
yeah. Yeah. No, that's crazy. But yeah, as far as my opinion on it, like shit, I'm a nobody, but yeah, I don't see that as being Kendrick's doing or related to Kendrick as far as you know what
Yeah, I
happened
don't
there.
think so either.
I think popularity is gonna try and amp that and make people think that, but I don't think it's anything to do with that. I think it's more industry inside shit. Yeah,
Do you
you know.
think that
Um,
this has a possibility of becoming like a Ja Rule kind of thing, where Drake could become like a Ja Rule, like basically like irrelevant, like, or do you think he's so popular that he supersedes that? You know what I mean? That that
well,
just won't happen to him.
I'm gonna have to quote Wyclef Jean and say anything can happen because yeah, um I think it was really meant to humble Drake as an artist, like when his house got shot up, because I think he's just coming a little bit too cocky and stuff like that.
I agree.
Ta talented artist and everything like that, but it's then going back to Pac is like you can be touched is kind of like what the message I'm getting from it all, you know.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
people seem to forget. Everybody talks about like the '90s had the best hip hop. The '90s had the best hip hop. People forget how much drama there was in the '90s with hip hop. Like they had to
Yeah.
cancel the Source Awards. I think they had to end them early a couple times because like fights kept breaking out between like Suge and Puff Daddy's people and shit. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So so it's always
Um,
hip hop was never peaceful. Everybody, I think lately it's been peaceful, and people think that oh it was better back then, so they all must have got along, and that's just not the case.
hey,
Hey,
what up,
what's
though?
that in
Santos? Yeah.
Santa? Where you from?
Yeah, where you from, homie? Yeah. We're just talking about, a lot of people talking about and just trying to give it as an open thing, give everybody a platform to discuss their things, freely. You're on a good platform where, yeah. What up,
Hmm.
though? Yeah.
What up, though?
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, for me, it's like, yeah, hip hop always started, like from breakdancing and all that. And breakdancing was originally kind of like a replacement, for people to have gang wars and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
that's,
yeah, yeah.
some kind of old school like that of and I think even rap battles is like, it as long as it stays on the mic, it's all good. There's things that should not be mentioned, because yeah,
What
people can
was the
fuck you
first
up.
rap battle? Was it the real Roxanne or was it Cool Mo D and Busy B? I want to say battle.
Now, see, that's a good point. Now, I'm not the rap historian. Like, maybe Nate might be better at this, but what I can say is I'm pretty damn sure that it was Roxanne was before all that, because
Yeah, Roxanne
with Mo,
Chantel.
yeah, with Mo D and yeah, when that thing happened with Busy B and stuff, I think that was a little bit later, because it was just like with the evolving of hip hop style, and it was like you got a party rapper going against, a dude who is like, he could rock the
Nice.
party, but yeah, yeah, he had skills. Yeah.
I always said Kendrick was dope when I was young. I remember he came out with another artist. I don't know if you remember. There's an artist called Bishop Lamont. Dre signed
Oh.
two artists. He signed Kendrick Lamar and this other guy named Bishop Lamont. I think he was another Compton rapper, and he
Mm,
was betting on both of them. And they both came out with two albums at the same time. Dre had a little bit involvement, and he did the recipe with Kendrick Lamar, and what you may call it, that album blew up. You know what I mean? Good Kid, Mad City. That shit fucking blew up. And then
yeah.
I never heard of Bishop Lamont. I still see. I know Bishop Lamont. He still drop shit, but nothing like
Mhm.
with Dre or none of that type of shit. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
was on a different
And,
time when
and
he
that's
came
that's
out.
what's up, Santos. Yeah, if you subscribe to Chester McFly's page, that's what's
And
up.
Blantonio Todd. Subscribe to
Yeah,
Blantonio's Todd's page, yo. If you go on my
yeah,
page, definitely get him.
yeah. I'm from the Hood Smoker podcast. I'm like one third of it. We do a lot of hip hop interviews. As you've seen, Chester McFly, he been shining, doing a lot of this and that. Nothing but
I'm
love.
doing. I think I'm doing what Champtown said. I'm just throwing shit. You know what I mean? And seeing whatever sticks. You know what I mean? Really, I do music and everything. Shout out from the Philippines, yo. What's up? I love the
Uh,
Philippines, man. Real shit. They
Hell
always
yeah.
support me.
Salute to the Philippines right there. See,
They have a
Chester
lot of battle
McFly, that's
leagues
what
over
we're
there.
talking about right here, bro. Yeah. Much love. Yeah.
I would love to go over there and watch some of their battle leagues, and they
Me
have a
too.
lot of hip hop over there. I would love to go to the
Yeah.
Philippines. It looks like a
hmm
beautiful country.
Hell yeah. Um, yeah. And like for over here and stuff, is like, man, met a lot of great people and stuff, and great food. I'm gonna say great food.
Hell
So
yeah.
yeah.
I heard it's spicy, a lot of it.
Oh yeah. And I'm a spicy motherfucker, so that's what I'm gonna say. So shout out to the Philippines,
Hell yeah.
and not
Shout out to
narrowing
the
it down to
Philippines.
just like good food, and but no, good people, and hell yeah, we all rock together. So
Hell yeah. They got a
oh,
lot of similar stuff as Americans. Like they
mhm.
love hip hop
Oh
and
yeah,
shit too.
yeah. And then also like a lot in with Latinos over here, the Mexican culture, they have a lot of things that coincide and get along. The language has a couple of those similarities. Um, if you
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Expand.
they were
Mhm.
part of Spain at one point, I think, and then part of America too. So like the '80s, and now they're independent.
Yeah. I mean, for anybody out there, yeah, correct us if we're wrong, but I'm just saying, you know, we follow on that, we respect that, and yeah, but yeah,
But
so
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was gonna
Filipino
say,
tacos are awesome, man. If you haven't tried them, man, just
nah,
saying,
nah. What's in
yeah.
'em? Beef? Like what is it? Beef
Oh yeah, but they have their own seasoning. That's what it is the seasoning.
like
Yeah.
sriracha or something like that?
Man, I can't even describe. You got to try it for yourself, because it's kind of like almost, yeah. A magician won't give away their tricks the same way. So I gotta say, yeah, you gotta try it. And
Hell
unless
yeah.
somebody in the crowd right here from like from the Philippines want to give that away, um, but I'm just saying, yeah. But they're different from like you try Mexican tacos, you try you know Philippines has its own vibe to it. Yep.
Oh yeah, but I gotta say with the whole the whole Drake Kendrick Lamar thing,
Yeah,
I think Kendrick baited Drake, man. You know what I mean? I think he
yeah,
baited him
agreed.
because he had put out a couple songs. I told you the one on Instagram that I thought before Meet the Grams, the one that was before, I thought was all right. He was basically calling him a chomo without calling him a chomo on that track, but he was like
Yeah.
kind of sneaking, but it was like slow. The
Mhm.
song after that he did the Euphoria one, which I thought was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar. I thought that was a
Mhm.
good song. Like everything they say about me is true. I thought that was dope. And then
Mhm.
Kendrick came. I mean, then Drake came out with what should we call it? The Family Matters,
The
John. And
yeah, the Family Matters, yeah, that's yeah.
I thought that was pretty hard. I thought for
Mhm,
a Drake
mhm.
track though, like I mean,
Drake, yeah.
let's be real.
Mhm.
Like it's a Drake
Yeah,
track. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So if we're
Oh,
judging
yeah.
it on him. I think he showed he was really good. The only problem is then when Kendrick came back with he came back with Meet the Grams and then he did Not Like Us and I think he killed him on Not Like Us. And then when Drake came back last with the Heart Volume 6 or whatever, I think it was too late. And last time when he went up against Meek Mills, the reason he won that battle was because he was fucking charting and Meek Mills wasn't. You know what I mean? When he did back to
Yeah,
back, that
yeah.
shit was number
Mhm.
one. He was killing
Yeah.
that shit. Well,
Oh,
right
yeah.
now it's the opposite. Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar is number one with Not Like Us, and Euphoria is like number two or three, and
Mm,
Drake's like eight, yo. Like he's back, yo. Like Family Matters
yeah.
is back, so he's losing, like not just like with the battle and all this shit, but like actually in sales, he's actually losing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I know it's not all about sales, but I mean you gotta count that
Oh,
in. I
oh,
think
yeah. I mean,
together.
everything has to come into accountability is what I would say from my side. Because also if you don't get a response from a certain artist, because I'm not sure if Gutter brought this up, but it was like, when it came to Pusha T and stuff, Pusha T never got a response and all that. But when you hear the bars and weigh it out, um, that's the only exception to the rule. Is like,
Because
wow.
he actually proved he had a kid he was hiding, and he was trying to name the Adidas line Adonis after his son to kind of make up for it. And then
Yeah.
Adidas dropped him after hearing that shit. Like, no, we don't want no deadbeat. And then he went back to Nike. That's why he's with
Mhm.
Nike still. He went back with
Yeah.
Nike and shit. And
Yeah.
he was pissed because I don't think he could say anything. Somebody was saying because his Nike deal was on the line because they were pissed off that he was trying to leave. So he didn't want to respond like the fuck the deal up. He just had to stay quiet. Is what I heard.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also he got caught with his pants down. You know what I mean? Real shit.
Yeah.
He got caught with
Mhm.
his pants down. He had a kid he
Yeah.
wasn't taking responsibility for, and that's messed up.
Yeah. And I think that's the price you pay with, like, yeah, you want to stardom and your face is out there. Yeah. That's the thing I'm saying,
This
you
shit
know.
don't make sense to me, man. Like these
Mhm.
dudes, like got like all this money and shit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then when they get so big, I think Drake thinks he was so big that he was untouchable. I don't know if you've seen the last song he did that shit with J. Cole. He was acting like he was Michael Jackson at the end of the video. Like
Yes.
Mike. And I'm
Mhm.
like, but do you know what
Yeah.
happened to Mike? Everybody always wants to remember Michael Jackson when he was at the top.
Yeah.
You remember what
Yeah. I
happened
mean,
after
he
he
who was that? Who
I
else?
said, you remember what happened after he made it though? Like when he got to the top, you remember what happened to Mike? All the Chomo
But
allegations and
yeah,
all the
that's what I was
kids
gonna say.
shit.
Is all
Yeah.
the destruction to his character. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
What's going on
Um,
with Drake right now? Like these allegations was,
mhm,
allegedly with Millie Bobby
mm,
Brown, like and you know, that one girl
mhm.
on that stage, she said she was 17. Like it just don't look good, you know?
No, it's not a good look. And then also when you like weigh it out, and then you got the famous people who used to stay at Michael Jackson's crib and stuff, don't tell the same story. Like, oh yeah, he was no. Got Corey Feldman. It was
Yeah, yeah,
um
yeah, yeah.
freaking go ahead, fill me in
Hey,
on it. 'Cause I'm like, oh, Macaulay Culkin, from
yeah, yeah.
Home
They all
Alone.
stuck up
Yeah,
for him.
yeah. So I mean, they don't have the same story, regardless to their own like backstory of their lives. That doesn't mean like, oh, yeah, Michael Jackson made them. What? No, um, because Now would be the time for them to speak ever, you know?
I seen this movie called they
Correct
made
me.
a thing called Leaving Neverland or something like that, like to slander him.
Oh,
Did you
yep,
see that
yeah,
shit?
yep,
And
I seen it.
then
Yep.
on
Mhm,
YouTube they made the Jackson estate made a documentary like reply called Loving Neverland. And they just basically showed like how the parents, not allegedly, like I heard the effing tapes, man. They said that like I'm trying to get everything I can out of Michael. The father said that of the one accuser. He said, I'm
mhm,
trying to get everything I can from Michael. I want to ruin him. And it was all on tape. So like that was their, intentions. They was
mhm,
just trying to frame him and get him because I told you what I think happened to him. I think allegedly, I think that he's a castrato, that they castrated him as a child to keep his
mhm,
voice high because his dad realized
yeah,
he was the cash cow, and
mm.
that's why I don't
I
think he
I
had
I wouldn't
kids.
rule it out, yeah. Like, for me, it's like, yeah, I don't put everything in concrete, yeah, but, yeah, possibility. Um, yeah, I never ruled that out. Um, I mean,
Yeah, I didn't think
for me,
that.
yeah, I'm a conspiracy, like, see, I can't speak on behalf of the whole Smoker podcast on that. I can tell you as my homie and stuff, and you know me well enough. We have conversations all the time that we can have off the record. Some shit we can't discuss on here. We know. You
But
know.
I mean, just think
I,
about it. Like,
I mean,
let's say
yeah,
like
because
you
I
were a
can say
kid.
one name and it would get us maybe shut up. And you already, yeah, but I'm not gonna, yeah, but
But I'm just saying,
that be,
imagine like something happened and you had an accident when you were like 12 and they had to take
mhm.
them from you, right? Your
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
How would you
gotcha.
do?
Yeah. Mhm,
And right when you're going to
mhm,
develop as a man, you know what I mean? That's gonna make your voice really high, and you're gonna.
mhm,
I think that would affect the hormones and the way you think, and I think that you would
mhm.
act more childlike, like the way Michael acted. You know, doesn't it make
Yes,
sense?
it does make sense on that. So
I don't. I didn't
I've
see
never ruled that
malice.
out. Mhm,
I didn't
mhm,
see malice with Michael. I looked at that guy, and people are like, "Oh,
yeah.
you're crazy. You don't know him." And but I'm saying, just from what I've seen, I think that they seen a rich dope that he's hanging out with kids. Yo, we could set this motherfucker up easy. And I think
Yeah.
that's what it was, yo.
Um,
I think
yeah,
they
and
just
then
seen
and then
money.
plus, obviously, like something being, yep, and obviously something also like being pitched his way that he didn't agree to doing. So since he didn't do that, then they turned it against it. Okay, well, we got you. You know, like they could have been like, hey, Michael, we got this idea. We want you to come in and dress or something. Like just I'm just giving an example. Like that.
Yeah.
And since he said, "No, I'm not gonna do that," it was like, "Okay, well, we got all this other stuff we could throw out there about you because you're not gonna do it." And yeah.
Well, they got scared when he started buying all the publishing of Sony and and all the
Oh,
fucking
hell yeah.
publishing.
He, I don't know if you know, he bought the publishing to like different artists,
Yeah,
as
the
did Little
Beatles.
Richard, the same way Little Richard did, of buying rights to other people's songs and giving it back to them, or selling it back to them, like the Beatles and yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
So he gave them the opportunity to buy back their shit.
But yeah, I mean, he had enough power. He had enough money slash power, yeah, to do that and to sell it back to them because most people don't get their masters back and stuff like that. I'm sure they didn't like that. Um,
That shit's
so
fucked up.
yeah, I
I
mean,
don't.
Little Richard was doing the same thing as well, and but we've seen how like he's been on blast, you know.
So, yo, remember how I was talking to you about like the Screen Actors Guild and like how like all these actors have rights and shit? Why doesn't the
Mhm.
music industry have something similar, like a music guild or something, like a union that can protect music artists? Like as soon as they get in the industry to protect them, why can't somebody do something like that for artists?
That's a good question because and actually we're gonna ask the people, anybody who's watching right now on the live, or even after, like, mention it in the comments because like for real we do want to know. Like myself, I do want to know because I can't honestly answer that question. I got a lot of theories on it, um and kind of like going from where we started with you know
You know what I mean? Because like all the actors, all the entertainers, like they went on strike because they weren't getting this. They weren't making money off streaming. Well,
Mhm.
that's the same shit that's going on in the music industry. You think if the same shit happened for them, they would see more money, I think. They would have more rights. I don't know why nobody's trying to do that, and if they do, they probably I mean, maybe we shouldn't talk about it.
Yeah, so, I mean, who knows what allegations comes up? Yeah, I mean, because it goes everywhere. I think it's not just stuck in music. I'm You and I agree on a lot of things, that could be controversial. Like we could talk about OJ, rest his soul.
Yeah.
Um, Bill Cosby, I could say, the mention of like he was interested in buying, you know, a television network, and then all of a sudden we get all these allegations after
Dum,
he did
dum,
that.
dum.
So, yeah, so I'm just trying to open those eyes. I'm not saying these are things written in stone, but things to think about.
What they
So
did to that man here in Philadelphia was crazy, man. Like, there was
yeah,
murals, like, Philadelphia is the place where, like I said, graffiti was invented. That's not New York. It was
yeah,
invented here. Y'all can look that up. That's why Banksy did a show here.
yeah.
But
Do that, y'all.
they had murals of Bill Cosby all over Philadelphia. I think on Temple, like because he was a major like you know what I mean. He I told you I seen him at a Temple Run. That's why I met him.
Yeah. Mhm.
And yeah, when those allegations happened, I remember they had a mural of him underneath like 63rd Street, like on the pillar, like it was him. He was actually the fucking pillar. Think about that.
Yeah.
The man
Yeah.
was the pillar, and they just painted it all white. It was a
Yeah.
beautiful mural. They just fucking had to ruin it, and you know what I mean. And then after he goes to jail, they let him out because the way they did the trial, they said was illegal by getting people from like years back that they couldn't. I don't know what they did, but they did a lot of illegal shit. I think to get that man locked up.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, I mean, man, don't even get me started. Because like I was looking at the numbers real quick, and I was like, man, I'm sorry if it was like that's what got us low numbers, but then it jumped up again when
Yeah,
once we
they
started
jump
talking about
back
that.
when you start talking
Mhm.
about shit, man.
Yeah,
People think
I
you gotta
noticed that.
keep it moving, man.
Mm-hmm.
ADD in the room
Mm-hmm.
is real.
Cause I was just gonna kind of point out a possibility, and for everybody to think about is like I wonder if like comedy has a little bit more of a power that people don't know about. Um, yeah, it's laughable, but it gets more of a pass because you're doing this, and it's just like, yeah, we laugh it off. Because remember that the comedian Hannibal is kind of like what brought it into the thing that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, we
got.
were talking about that. Yeah,
Yes, Hannibal started laughing about Cosby, which was the negative part. But then you hear people like Michael Blackson, if you watch that, and it's kind of in
yeah,
favor of Cosby. Is how are these people coming out of like the woodwork and they still remember, but they sleeping. Like he said, they're sleeping.
yeah.
So yeah, and remembering. You know,
I
he goes,
told you, and they found
yeah,
a video with him with the Spanish fly, and he's like, "Hey, just
yeah,
put in her drink." And I was
yeah.
like,
This yeah, space flight.
oh,
Yeah,
it
it's like
looks so bad."
yeah. Like I'm gonna tell everybody like I've told you before. Like creepy uncle at best. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Okay.
agree.
I'm not gonna deny, like, oh yeah, I know no, I don't know Bill Cosby, but just the vibe. Okay, I'll give him creepy uncle, like who hugs him for a little bit, a minute too long. You know,
But
he
no one
comes over
knows
to
where the
a house
nose
party
goes
with
behind
us.
closed doors. Yeah, no one knows where the
Yeah,
nose goes behind closed doors.
behind closed doors. Yeah, he comes to a house party with you and me. I
Oh
already
yeah.
know you and me ain't creepy, but he could hug your girl a minute too long, my girl a minute too long. Yeah, okay, but I'm not seeing the whole. Yeah, the other stuff is a little bit. Yeah, I think it gets a little bit more complicated than that. So
Yeah.
that's mm, yeah,
I'll leave it at that. You know what I mean?
yeah, me too. Yeah, yeah. So that's why I mean we rock together. We it's okay to ask questions too.
Hell yeah. I think that's the
Mhm,
problem. People just don't like
mhm,
talking anymore. I
mhm.
think everybody should be able to have a dialogue.
Yeah, like
And when
anybody
people
watching and stuff like that, you're allowed to come on here. You know, give an opinion. Yeah, and it's open for discussion. You know, and
so who do you
yeah,
think so like between the whole Drake thing,
okay.
you think that Kendrick was winning or
For that,
Drake?
yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, yeah, because I mean that. See, I think most hip hop fans would agree. Yes and no. Um, because when it comes to battles now. it's not really always about the bars. Sometimes it's status. So yeah,
Yeah,
more people rock with that. Um, Kendrick got got nice bars. He went in. He went in a lot
yeah,
deeper and stuff. But I think they're still gonna rock with Drake a little bit because of where his position is. So that's my only thing. You know.
yeah. I think
But no,
in
yeah,
America it's going to be more Kendrick. I think
yeah,
globally, people who don't really like follow hip hop like that, and because Drake's more of an international like pop star. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, they put him way up there. Yeah. Mm,
And if he
I mean,
does lose, how do you think
mm.
he's going to bounce back? You think it's going to be like a Ja Rule situation, or you think like he's just going to take like
I,
6 months off, and then next thing you know, try to release some with somebody up and coming?
yeah.
Maybe. Like, what do you
Now,
think?
personally, see, yeah, yeah. Whoever's watching and like this is just me, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be the same as the Ja Rule situation personally. Um, I just I think he's been put on such a pedestal, and it's just because he's such a poster boy. It's Drake, it's Drake. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. Ja Rule didn't really have so much poster boy stuff, like that. He was kind of like he rocked more with us. That who was like it's murder. Yeah. It was more kind of like it was closer to street beef. This right here, you got a guy who's like I'm seeing like Nickelodeon versus BET channel. You know,
Hell yeah.
yeah. So I mean, anybody could like dispute that or
No, you can't see
comment,
me. I'm coming back.
but yeah. But you know what I mean? Yeah, Nickelodeon or Disney. Like if they were to beef like with the BET channel or yeah,
I think it was surface level versus deep hip hop, if that makes sense. Because you had to
yeah,
re-listen to a lot of Kendrick shit. Like,
mhm,
oh, that's what he was
mhm,
saying.
yeah. Where at face
And
value, that's why they're kind of like giving Drake the immediate like, oh, Drake killing it. No, listen to it again though. Yeah,
and then people are trying to, I seen this thing online. They're like, well, they got people saying you got a Chomo versus uh, my underneath
yep.
t-shirt. You know what I mean? What kind of t-shirt this is? You know what
Mhm.
kind of shirt? I'm not saying it, but yeah,
Yeah,
this kind
mhm.
of t-shirt, some people say it's Italian t-shirt, but it could be something else.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
So
yeah, so
yeah.
they're like it's the less of two evils you're picking. So it's like,
Mhm. Yeah.
really, is
Yeah, that's
anybody?
mhm.
I
And
hope that's not true on both sides. I really, I hope none of these allegations are true.
me either, man. Cause I'm all cool with like with rap beef when done right. Like literally. I'm not being an old head on this whole thing. I like that. One thing I will just say as an old, if I come off as an old head, is I miss when the beat came on and you already knew it was gonna be a diss track by the beat. Just because the beats they're kind of
Yeah,
rapping. So
yeah, yeah.
that's the only thing. That's my only constructive criticism. I would say. Yeah,
I
you heard
swear.
it.
What do you think about "Not Like Us" though? The last Kendrick song he put out.
That
It's like a
one,
West
yeah.
Coast. It was a Mustard beat, DJ Mustard beat.
Mm, yeah, I
Dun,
mean,
dun, dun,
yeah.
dun.
Yeah,
They
I'm
not
on the
like us.
fence. It
Not like
still
us.
was like a little bit too. Yeah, it was just too easy going. Still, yeah. Like
Yeah,
I'm just talking like real motherfucker G's by Easy E and stuff like
yeah,
that. Right there, you
yeah,
just
yeah,
already
yeah.
knew it was like, oh, no, 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 no. Soon as you heard, yeah, you knew it was like, oh shit, I know what this is gonna be about
Or
already.
when it's on, you like that jump. When it's on, mother.
When it's on
When
G,
it's on.
motherfuckers on G. When
Yeah.
it's on, yeah. See, and that's the only thing I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, and that's what we want is also opinions back. If you disagree, that's fine. I'm not gonna be booty hurt. But, but yeah, it was just like I missed that where the beat automatically told you it was gonna be a diss track. Um, these beats they're choosing to use, and like you said, the last one with that, it was still hard to tell because it was like I don't know if it's gonna be, if it's gonna be like a love ballad or something like that still, or you know, or if you just I'm sitting in my room reminiscing type shit. Yeah.
Now
The
you
the
think
beat
there's
should
gonna
definitely
be
sound.
you
Yeah.
think there's gonna be any more violence from this shit? Like you think there's gonna be any other things that
Um,
happen?
I personally don't think so, and but in addition to that, I hope not because it's like it shouldn't. Um, I think this is different. This is different from like the last couple. Well, I mean, we hear about tragedies all the time with Chicago has lost a lot of artists, but I don't
Yeah,
think this is gonna be another XXX Tentacion type situation. Hope it don't become that way. But like that to me was like a beef right there.
that was a setup. I
Yeah.
think a lot of these things are set
Set
up.
up, like, but yeah, and then just the link to what it was. That's the only thing. I'm not
They
saying it was
say
like
I heard there's a story that Drake was in like LA or something with which
and that's why I'm saying I'm like, yeah, I'm not saying it's like written
allegedly,
in
but I heard
stone.
he went on some street
Alleged,
and
yeah, the
and
word,
then
yep.
like some people jumped down on him, he got in the car and they're like, no, they're cool. And like, I'm not fine now. He took the fuck off.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because you seen what happened, that dude Pop Smoke, he went to a fucking Airbnb, taking pictures outside and shit and posted
Yeah.
it to the gram. And somebody like zoomed in on the fucking
Location.
address and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Location.
They
Yep.
seen it, and like I think he
Hmm.
was in the shower or something. They went in there and they got him in the shower. Ain't that messed up?
Yeah.
He was
That to
yeah,
me right there is like the thing I think people need to keep in mind. But yeah. Um
and seen that
and
Philly
then also
rapper.
I also know who you're gonna battle. Like if you're gonna do a diss track on somebody, make sure you know them a little bit, like that, because some of these people that they don't stick to that. They might come pull up on. That's my
PNB
only.
Rock, PNB
Mm,
Rock. That dude, he was from Philly and shit. He went out to LA too, and he was posting. He was at some chicken restaurant, and they came
but
in there
yeah,
and they shot him. They put that shit. I don't know if you remember. I was
yeah.
on Instagram,
I
and
think
that
he's the
shit.
one who actually, yeah, he's like going live, and I think it was his girl was like in the background, wasn't it,
Yeah, I
with
didn't know
him?
what was going on. He
Yeah,
was screaming,
yeah,
"He's dead! He's dead!" I didn't know what the hell was
mhm,
going on.
yeah,
They took all
mhm,
his shit, like yeah, like
PNB
jewelry
Rock, yeah,
on. Yeah, they was robbing him and shit. Yo, that shit messed up, man.
yeah, mhm.
That's terrible. That's why, like,
That
I don't know. These guys gotta move. Like, and it's a lot of times the females, man, like who be with them, like, because they want like the clout. Like, yo, look who I'm with. Look, and and they don't be knowing. They be
mm,
posting where the fuck they at. And they
yeah.
got ops or
I'm
whatever, and they're like,
I'm
yo,
I'm chilling with I'm chilling with the man of the hour and stuff, yeah, but they're not realizing, he's got enemies and stuff like that, yeah. They could pop up and potentially take you out. And yeah, that's that's my only issue. Yeah.
it's
Which
crazy.
yeah, I'm just surprised nobody talking right now. I mean, it keeps going up and down, I noticed that.
Yeah, that's how that's it
That's
was the other day,
crazy.
it was like this
Yeah.
with me and Gutter. We went on and,
Mhm,
it was, like, smooth in the beginning, and then, like, when
mhm,
I kept saying, "Alright, we're gonna get off soon," and then
mhm,
next thing you know, like, "Yo, yo, yo," and then people just started commenting all
mhm.
fast, and it
Yeah,
was, like, crazy. I was like, "Yo, it's weird." Like, we were just talking
yeah,
about getting out, like, "Alright, we'll stay on for a little more," and then, like, right when
yeah,
we were like it was so weird.
yeah. No, I mean, I like seeing it because as we testing the theory. It's like, yeah, you've been on the Hood Smoker podcast, doing the lives, and you see how they get vocal different over here, like
Yeah.
they get quiet, but it fluctuates different over here too. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
um,
got a lot of
that's
times a
cool.
lot more viewers, but then like I don't know if because they're foreign, they don't want to talk, or they, you know what I mean? They just like
Mhm,
watching. I got no problem
yeah,
with that. Y'all can watch.
mhm,
I
yeah,
just, I say everybody hit that like button, leave a comment.
yeah,
I was doing
but
a
yeah,
poll the one
yeah,
day. Joe, let me try that. I was doing this the other day, and let me see if this works.
mm,
Oh, not that button. There's a button
but
down here. I seen
but
it.
yeah, I'm asking y'all, like, if you jumping in right now, um, yeah, what you thinking about these beefs currently going on, no matter where you from, um. Do you think it could come back to where you could actually just do a peaceful beef back and forth and it could be done better? And like, because as far as I'm concerned, it's like the last couple things we hear about, like when people getting found and they beefing and all, that's a different level, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Mhm. Yeah,
They do anything for clout. They
mm,
do anything for
yeah,
clout, yo.
yeah. I mean, cause
That's
yeah,
what it
it,
really
it
be.
it is a different age too. Cause I mean, we hear it all the time, Biggie and Pac, but I mean,
I think
in this
Pac
day
was
and
set
age,
up too. Like, why was he fighting some random dude, that dude Orlando Anderson, in the
mhm,
casino? Like,
yeah,
you the cash cow. That's like if you know what I mean. Like, if they
yeah.
had any, if that was happening today at like somewhere, and like it was like 50 Cent or I don't know, Eminem. They had security. Like the security, I could see like beating somebody's ass and shit, but I can't see that they gonna
Mm.
let the main artist. Yeah, they would probably be pushing them back. Like they was letting pop like get him, get him. You see that shit
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he had that
Oh,
hat
yeah,
on,
you
he's
see that
kicking the
whole
shit
thing.
at
Yeah, you
him.
see that whole thing. Like, yeah, you see it for a while. They let it play out, so obviously, it wasn't interrupted right away. Um, yeah.
Nah, but and even they say he was in the car and they say he's the one that shot him. But then they said it
Mhm.
was that guy Keefe D. He was driving or something.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because there could have been a lot of things at play. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. That I wanted to say is like a lot of things at play. There could have been that fight and all that. Um, they, they could have been told to go there, and then the people who were really in mind for doing what happened could have been a whole different party.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit that happened that night though. Like I seen these
Yeah, see, that's why I'm saying that. Yeah.
I seen these videos and they had like supposedly like a Tupac impersonator there that looked
Mm.
exactly like him. And it was like on this channel I seen like Hip Hop Uncensored or something like that. And they have all these things. They were trying to say that Tupac was he went the other way, if you know what I'm saying. And the
Oh,
way he
okay.
did
Yeah.
that one interview, he
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
talking like this, and he
Oh,
was like a little bit
okay.
effeminate and shit, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Got you. Okay.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, then they were saying that they had like a fake Tupac and maybe, they didn't get him and they showed two pictures of like it looked like Tupac, but like they zoomed in on the hand and had like two different rings. Like one ring was like this big ring that went across like two or three fingers, and the other one was like two
Oh, okay.
rings next
Yeah.
to each
Yeah. They
other.
called them yeah.
And they
They would
showed the
call them
other
like
hand was
three, three,
bare.
3 or 4 finger rings. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, but he had that on, and then so there was like two. I gotta show you the video. So there was like, so
yeah.
they're
I
saying
want to see
maybe
that.
it wasn't him, or I don't know. It's a lot of weird
Yeah.
shit that happened that night, though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You gotta admit that.
Yeah. But that's why I'm also saying, like, as you see me, brother, I'm going back and forth also. Like anybody who watches this later or watching right now, yeah, we want to hear your feedback. That's like for real.
Hell yeah,
You know,
everybody
both
be
of
all
us
shy.
aren't experts. We're hip hop fans at best. Like love hip hop, and yeah, um, and yeah, I've heard those things. I never ruled that out, but yeah, that's a new one to me. Also, yeah, I didn't know the whole thing too much on yeah, who was a little bit sus or whatever. Yeah,
And there's a whole bunch of stories. Like I don't know. You remember? They had like they said he was picked up by helicopter, and then one said he was driven there, and then one said
yes.
so.
hmm
Like
the video that's
it's
hard to
very
find.
confusing.
Yeah, the video that's hard to find. Cause yeah, they
Yeah,
say yeah, an ambulance got him. No, but it was like, oh yeah, then the helicopter got him, and I saw, oh my god, that's Pac, and then yeah,
yeah,
it flew
yeah,
away.
yeah.
And then you see that video that came after supposedly he passed, and hmm, yeah, yeah,
There's a lot of weird shit. Yeah, I
yep,
like your viz. Thank
yeah.
you.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. What
Where you
up,
from,
though?
man?
Yeah, what up, though,
Was it
Brandon?
Brenton?
Brandon? Yeah,
Yeah, I do with all kinds of videos, whatever sticks. Like I said, that was a good
yeah,
interview with that guy Champtown. And
yeah,
that story was really cool. He was talking about with the paintball gun. I don't know.
yeah.
Is it
To
cool if I
break it
talk
down,
about
yeah,
that? Is it cool if I talk
yeah, yeah,
about that? Or
yeah.
yeah,
With Champtown, yeah, hell yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, Champtown is like shit. He's always been, yeah. It's like that go-to guy. Um, eh, People don't have to know him like across the world, but it's like once you find out, it's like wow, he's had his hand. He's had like that stove has been full of pots that
I've
he's
seen
linked to.
him. I think on this
Oh,
Kid Rock tour, and I seen him
oh,
backstage when they had the guy Uncle Cracker, and they had that they
that.
would hang out with that midget dude, and Vern Troyer would come around too
Oh,
sometimes.
mhm. Yeah, with
Remember, he was popping for a
Josie
minute.
was it?
You
Yeah,
huh?
Josie was the little guy.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That was him.
Mhm. Yeah, but it's a high possibility you did see him behind the scenes because if you heard also with Champtown, dude, he rocks with rockers like we got
Yeah,
Sammy Hagar and shit in the mix, and yeah,
that's awesome.
you know. Like people he could just call on speed dial and be like, "Hey, Sammy, what up?" You know? Yeah.
He's a cool dude. He
Mm,
owns a spot down in Atlantic City. I think he had like a little like restaurant down there or bar or
right. Yeah.
something.
So yeah, no, that's real talk though. I'm glad you brought that up because yeah, yeah, no, I mean I felt we brought on a true staple to the hip hop, you know, Detroit, who's been linked in different, greats like yeah, with K Rock.
And then
Regardless to
you
them parting ways, yeah, that doesn't matter. It's like the history
could
stands the same.
yeah, Kid Rock, it was weird. He had like a weird ascension, and then he was like running shit for a minute, and then like
Mm,
kind of like disappeared and stopped making music.
yeah. I was gonna
Like
say,
it,
did you ever hear like just because like it depends how it reached. Did you ever hear the old Kid Rock before I'm a cowboy type thing?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Some when he
Ooh.
was
Okay.
rapping, he had like spiky hair.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. All
And you
right.
wore the
That's what I was gonna. Yeah.
sunglasses and the hat and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
Because some people like, there's a lot of people who don't know about that, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of a good wake up call for them to know this is where it came from. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of people like it's a lot of artists who like change like what they're doing, and then
Mhm.
like they get a new fan base and people forget about what they used to do. MGK's trying to do that shit right now, rock and roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, very true. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean
Because
that's not
Eminem
too much
beat
of a
his
surprise.
ass so bad he had to get out the genre, man. That's crazy.
I ain't gonna disagree with you one bit on that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He did get his response. He got his response, but I don't. There's no recovery from that response he got. Yeah.
Like, here's your moment. I love
Yeah,
that part.
that was the part I was just about to say. You beat me to it because I was like, yeah, when he said that, that was the bar. Like
It's as
and
big
it's
as you're
just a
gonna get.
statement. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Here's your moment. Hope you enjoyed it or something like yeah. He said something like yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. It was something like that. Best you're gonna get. Like damn, it's done. I mean,
I,
compared to like everybody thought like your beard is weird. It's like okay, that's
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
funny, clever line. It's corny, but that's all there was to that one. But when he got here's your moment, I was like, oh god, man. And especially MGK had to be like big time idolized Eminem, and yeah, you just got
Hell
the
yeah.
strawberry. Double-edged sword. Yeah.
I had that happen to me. You know.
But yes, you have.
Sometimes the idols you meet are dickheads, man. You know what I mean?
Mhm. No, this is true. Yeah. I'm trying to look at the numbers right now because I'm like, yeah, it jumps up and goes down depending what you say.
Yeah, it's
You mentioned
weird.
MGK, so that's why I was like, oh shit, it might jump up. Yeah. But,
That's what I'm saying. Like, but Talib,
mm,
man, like, shout
yeah,
out to Talib Kweli. Like, he's
yeah,
been
shout out
missing
Tyler.
after since he did that Dashiki video. He didn't really
Yeah.
do good numbers, man, either.
Hmm. No. But he did bring good people together. That's what I'll say.
Hell yeah.
That's what I want people to know.
I'm glad that I met you
Mhm.
guys, and you know, I think
Yeah.
we got something good going here.
Yeah. No, on the real. Yeah. And yeah, we want to hear feedback, how you heard about Chester McFly, our team, the Let's Smoke a Podcast or Blatonino Todd in general. Because, yeah, we rock together. Where are you up to now in followers, subscribers, and all? Because you got the numbers right there. I wasn't able to jump in, but
100
man, I'm proud of
120 something.
you. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like
Mhm.
125, something like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No, for real. And you've surpassed Brother Talib, if I'm not
No,
mistaken.
no, 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 not yet,
No,
not
no,
yet,
no.
not
Oh,
yet, not
okay,
yet.
okay,
When
okay.
that
All right.
happens, I'll make a little bit of a big deal out of
Okay. You might get an appearance from Telefib then.
it. Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, an argument. No, no. I think you're
So,
being a Nazi because you're yeah. No,
when's the first time you did Talifib?
man. But, yeah, to go back to that, yeah. Um, cause like, okay, how long ago we meet? 'Cause that's what I'm saying. For people to if they curious.
Like,
It was literally that I was
let
doing it like a couple months before.
it's like
Pretty
it's
sure
coming up
before.
on a year. It's coming up on a year.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
had like
that's what's funny. Yeah, so
it was
literally it
like
was like I was just doing it. Yeah.
yeah, I started talking to Talib. I think like I want to say June or July or
Yeah.
maybe August, something like that. Like I remember it was the summertime.
Yeah. It was for a little while and just like doing that. I think, man, now you got me all thinking, because yeah, it was doing that. Then you were the next flavor on there. Because after I did that, I'm doing the whole Talib getting in ready for battle. Um, yeah. So I was doing that for a little while. And the character I could say outlasts, like Talib though. For other people, that was my white impression. So
Oh yeah,
for everybody, yeah. So
that's a good idea for a
yeah,
video, man.
yeah,
Like I'm still here on Instagram.
yeah, man.
Where's
What
my
does everybody
brother?
think on it? Yeah, let us know. Yeah,
He's
yeah. Because I mean, he
MIA.
got kidnapped by I don't know, allegedly, possibly by you. You might have been one of the people. It might have been Ryan Glover. Um,
He's
yeah.
hiding out in Ohio, man. You know that.
What was it?
He's hiding out in Ohio.
Yeah, he
He's
could
been
be.
doing a
Yep.
lot of Yo, he's been there for real. Like I said, he's been doing a lot of
Well,
concerts there and shit.
oh shit. So he might be hanging out there. Yep, for real. So let us
He's
know.
not coming to Philly anytime soon. I've been looking to see if he's gonna come here.
Yeah, I haven't heard about any Detroit shows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's scared to
but
just
there's
go
a lot of possibilities of who he got kidnapped by. He could have been kidnapped by Ryan Glover, yourself. I'm saying allegedly. Let's see. Well, Kid Vicious could have kidnapped him.
I
Um,
really wanted Ryan Glover to go to that fucking concert that night, man.
oh man, could you imagine? Yeah.
That would have been
So
funny.
yeah. Yeah, shout out Ryan Glover though. Yeah,
Hell
right
yeah.
now on that live. Yeah.
Yo, you
He,
wanna hear something crazy? Actually, I just seen like I'm not trying to like change the subject, but
yeah, do it.
my
Yeah.
my girl like we were watching Cat Williams the other night, and they have like a YouTube arena. Like, where the fuck is that at? That's where Cat Williams
Oh,
performed. It said YouTube Arena. It was like this
okay. I'm
huge
gonna have
fucking
to.
place. Like,
Did
what
did
is
you
that
did you look it
place?
up? I was gonna say, did you look it up too? Because
No,
I
I
haven't
just
looked
seen
it
it
up yet.
last night. I fell asleep and I just remembered it.
Okay.
And then like,
Because now you got
but
me
it was
curious.
on
Because I'm like,
Netflix.
okay.
It was on
Now you
Netflix
got
though.
yeah.
It was a
I'm wondering if
YouTube
it's an
Arena, but
undisclosed location or if it's real. Yeah, because I'm like, yeah, is it undisclosed? You get invited to there. It's a
no, it was live on Netflix and it was like for
mm,
everybody. But it said
yeah,
YouTube Arena, and
arena.
then like
Yeah,
you'll see it, but it was on Netflix though.
mhm,
Netflix and
yeah,
YouTube are separate, so I don't understand what the deal was.
yeah. Yeah, I'm curious now. Diddy's basement?
Mm.
I'm just saying. No, no.
What's up with him, man? You think Diddy's done?
You
Or you
know,
think nothing's
I,
gonna happen? Like, what do you think's gonna happen?
it's a good question. Right now, it looks like he's going. He's getting done with it. Um, And that's what I want people to like keep their eyes open personally for my opinion, which I think you kind of swing the same way with it, is just give it time because there's something that we're not seeing, you know. Um that's personally what I see is like there's something we're not seeing. Um and Diddy is the target man, is he a distraction? Or did he not agree to something? So now we'll expose your skeletons in the closet because you didn't do what we said.
But they gave him like time, like they came down hard on him. They ran his house, like all his
Mhm.
houses, I heard. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, like you're seeing all this Kendrick Lamar and Drake shit we're all talking about,
Mhm.
and nobody's talking about Diddy right now. Nobody.
No.
Like
No.
everybody was talking about Diddy. Like, you know what
No.
I mean? Nah, no Diddy. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? No
Mhm.
Diddy.
Yeah.
Where'd Diddy
Yeah.
go? No Diddy. It's
And
crazy.
no disrespect, I still, like, man, I still, all condolences to, OJ and his family, but it's like OJ happening in that just kind of sounded a little bit suspect too. I'm just gonna say. Um,
I
So,
thought his passing would be bigger. More people would talk
mm,
about it.
yeah, because it was kind of like it was like, whoa, Diddy's going down with this shit. I'm like, are they trying to do this? Did they plan this? Yeah, like thinking he's got some dirt, like what his name was, you know. I hope not, but yeah.
I heard his son was like cooperating with like
Mm,
them. Like one of his
yeah,
sons, like, and he can't talk to him or something, like, because they're like in witness
yeah,
protection because they're like going against like Diddy in a case or something.
yeah. Shit, it was Diddy did it. You know, just saying.
I don't know, cause I got half and
Yep.
half. People saying they think something will happen to him. Some people say, "Man, I think he's gonna let go free." You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and have you seen this other stuff that's going on there? Like, if anybody's following on that, it's like the. Are you still there?
Oh, my
Okay,
bad.
you blacked
Yeah,
out
yeah,
for a
I'm
minute.
here. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. My bad.
But yeah, like with that adopted daughter too, with Diddy. You seen that?
Yeah, yeah. Was that a joke or was that real?
Um, to me, I keep seeing it popping up, so that's why I'm just questioning it. Anybody let us know, because that's why I'm saying I think they're just trying. I want everybody like just consider like everything you see. You might believe it at the time. Just go with your own soul. Like go with
Y
what you believe.
You know what I mean? But they made
That's
that shit
that's
like it was a joke.
yeah, no.
But then I seen
Mhm.
pictures of him with his daughters and
Yeah,
the adopted daughter together. I'm like, "Oh."
yeah, yeah. So it's like it's proof to it. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's
And
like,
then
you
some
gotta
people were
go with
saying
it.
that she was missing. She was a missing child. That's what somebody was
Ye
saying too.
yes. So that's the part that really got me because it started popping up on my feed. I don't know. Did it pop up on yours?
Yeah,
Yeah. And
all over
actually, I'm gonna ask
Facebook
the
and
people
shit.
in the
Yeah,
audience too, is like, did it pop up on yours all of a sudden? Because that's what I mean. It's kinda questionable, right? You know? Yeah.
it's
And
definitely
then,
shady.
like, she just seems a little bit nervous, right? She's up there and hanging out, "He
Who
adopted
did he?
me."
Oh, the
Yeah,
girl.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
introduction,
yeah, yeah,
like, "He adopted me," and
yeah. Yeah, when he
yeah,
grabbed her shoulders and
yeah, and
shit.
he's like,
She's like, "Yeah, I got a white daughter now." And she's like,
"Yeah,
"Yeah, yeah." And she's like looking
yeah,
back at him like that. You seen her
mhm,
eyes? Like,
yeah,
yeah, I love
yeah,
it here.
yeah." It's kinda like Madonna. Oh, that's a good example, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
that's a
kinda
real
like
good example. They say
yeah,
Madonna like allegedly kidnapped those kids, man, because she
yeah,
went to Africa and made a fake adoption agency up, and
yeah,
told the parents we're going to help your kids get into a better educated school, and then just took the kids.
yeah, so, yeah. Because that's what I
I,
heard is the biggest red flag is like, yeah, the fact he mentions that is like, you would mention a better. Yeah, so,
that shit's crazy.
yeah, it is. But yeah, I'm surprised everybody's so quiet in here in the comments because it stayed as
That's
solid at the
why, like, I told you, but they be going up like toward the end and shit. You know what
Mhm.
I mean?
What if Bruce Lee adopted? So I'm just trying. You see what I'm doing right there, right?
Yeah.
See, or Van Damme adopted. Yeah. Or we talk about like, let's go to what is it, blood sport. Let's bring up blood sports, shit like that. Oh,
I
come
mean,
on,
I
y'all.
don't know if that was a joke. Like I said, I seen the picture, but
Yeah,
they could
no,
fake that
yeah,
shit though. You know what I mean?
they can, but I don't think I don't think it's a good move. Like why are you gonna do that? Of course, to confuse, I see as a big thing, distraction. you
That's what they
But
want us to do. I told you, there's a lot of
yeah,
distractions, man.
mhm,
I told you, I'm gonna break it down real quick. Like all those protests, man, you be seeing on TV, man, they real small, and there's like nobody there. Like you see, I got video of it. I went.
yeah,
There's like 15 people there on the news in the mornings, like 20, and they like make it look like the whole campus is taken over. No, it's like a little like portion that everybody just walks by, and like I'm like, this is it. Like I was,
yeah,
and my buddy went to Columbia, and like they showed all these people there, and then at nighttime nobody was there. They all went home.
damn, yeah.
I don't know if I sent you the video. I'm like, this is just weird, man. So I was like, they're
But
just trying
that
to
I
mess
don't
with
I
us,
don't believe you
man.
sent that one to me. You're like, yeah, um,
I'll
so
send it to you. It's on
mhm, just send
E
it to me.
Cuts. Shout out to E Cuts, man.
E cuts.
He's my
Salute.
friend on YouTube. He lives out in LA, and he
Mhm,
interviews a lot of famous people. He's like paparazzi, man. He's like out there with TMZ and shit. He's seen Kanye, all kinds. I want to get him with Ryan Glover. I think they could do a lot of crazy shit
yeah,
together.
yeah. speaking of Kanye, like, what's your views on Kanye? Because I know you're a big fan of Kanye, but like, where do you stand with him right now? I mean, and it's okay to be on the fence with him.
Yeah, I'm always on the fence with him. I think he's like I don't know, he's like with the sock and the shoe thing, everybody's trying out his clothing, but I've been seeing a lot of people saying they're not a fan of a lot of his fits and shit. I don't know if you've seen that. So like
Yeah,
I got a pair of those $20 shoes. I have them upstairs, those sock
yeah.
shoes.
I
They're
remember you
not
sent him. Yeah, you sent me a picture of. Yeah.
I was waiting for 2 months to get them shits, you know. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Not a
I
dope. No.
I just would like to talk to Kanye about
Yeah.
I was talking to my buddy about this the other day. I think that Kanye just might be saying shit just to get controversy to get music sales because when he's not think about it, he says all this anti-Jewish shit and he drops an album, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and that's
Or
why I asked
clothing
that. 'Cause
shit.
okay. Yeah.
I was
Okay.
really thinking about like he doesn't have any album. He's supposed to have Vultures 2 coming out soon.
Yeah.
So like it's supposed to come out and I don't know what's going on with it, but I guarantee you that right before it comes out, he's gonna do something say
Yeah.
something crazy or do
Hmm.
something, have an interview with somebody that's gonna get a whole bunch of publicity, and
Yeah.
I think eventually, like, get him attention, and then it's going away. I think he's like I don't know, man, like, right now with Kanye and shit, like, his last album, I think he had, like, 2 alright songs, Imma leave it at that,
And
like,
you talk
uh
about the one with all the samples and stuff, like the
yeah,
Vultures, the
yeah,
last
yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
I,
Like, and I don't think those songs are like they'll have lastability or staying power compared to like even Yeezus or Pablo or I
mm-hmm.
mean I mean all the
I guess,
albums or
yeah,
like even like the graduation or like
yeah.
college dropout all that shit like that has staying power because you had a lot of artists that were dope on there and now it's like I don't know I feel like he's trying to just get whoever's hot, whoever has like doing numbers at the time just to get them on the album. And then like he kind of like just you know what I mean? Right now it's Ty Dolla Sign
Oh,
for him.
yeah. And well, I mean, he's got Playboy Cardi on there too. So
Yeah.
to me, yeah, I'm almost wondering, like, okay, yeah, because I think we can agree there's something coded in there. You know, it's like, is he trying to show this is the team I rock with and stuff? You know, a little bit. Um, because yeah, they don't
It's
rock with it the same as the other albums and stuff like that. So it's like, all right, is there a deeper message, but not everybody's getting it? You know, that's my only thing. Yeah,
I
because
think it's been I think he gets like I said the music out there, but I'm not talking about vultures as much as I was talking about Donda. And I'm you know what I
Donda,
mean?
yeah, Donda, yeah, Donda had
Donda
that, yeah.
it was I thought it was a better album. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah, 'cause
S
'cause, the only thing I was gonna say about Playboi Carti, if you notice, like, with his image and all that kinda stuff that's changed, it's like, is this more about image, like, that he's trying to portray? Because it's not so much about the music, it's almost like, yeah, because you know how, like, Playboi Carti, he's, like, kind of become a little bit reclusive looking, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, weird looking, and he's been
Mhm.
wearing there's a picture of him in a thong.
I haven't heard about oh, wait a minute,
You
wait,
ain't
I
see
think
that?
my no,
Sent
wait a
it to
minute,
you.
no, I think my son was telling me about it. Yeah, actually, my
And he
son
looked
was
like he
telling
had
me.
like blackface on. Like I know he's
Yeah,
black,
he's
but
been
he had
doing some
like
kind of weird
black
shit, yeah,
paint
yeah, and then,
on
like, a
his
pyramid
face.
kinda looking head, and yeah, I
Yeah,
seen that,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He came out with that weird thing. Yeah, that one night
Yeah,
he did that.
mhm.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I
yeah,
saw
no,
that.
no, you're right, yeah, yeah, that's right, so, I don't know, I think it's just something we're gonna have to, analyze in a way, and
I
I
think
just think
with Kanye, controversy sells, but I think it's gonna run its course. I think he's gonna have to drop a good album with like
mhm,
lyricism on it instead of like change it up and kind of go back to the old Kanye. Even he has songs, I miss the old Kanye because people
yeah,
do miss the old Kanye. I miss the old Kanye. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, no,
That
clearly, I
Kanye
mean,
and united people. You know what I
mhm,
mean?
yeah. I mean, we understand all the other stuff that's on the sidelines, but yeah, it's like if he's trying to make that message, not everybody's understanding it right away. Couldn't we agree? It's like, whatever he's coding, he's gonna have to break that night code better or find somebody, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
that's what
I
I'm
think
like.
it's all, I think it's coded. We understand it might be a code. So
I
not
think
everybody's breaking it down because it's looking
I think
crazy.
though he was I think he got out of that's why he's been hating on Drake too, because he
Mhm,
got out of his record deal, and I think
mhm.
he released Vultures if I'm not mistaken. I think it was like an independent album. It might be one of the biggest independent album of all time
Yeah.
because he doesn't have a label behind him anymore. He just put it out. You know what I mean?
Okay. So that might even be, yeah, he might have just been like, fuck it, we'll just put this music out. Yeah, that could be. Because
Yeah,
like you said, yeah, it's Ty Dolla Sign, like you got Playboy Cardi, and this is my new team, and putting it there. Um, like
I
because
don't know what's up
also
with
I
him and
can't,
Jay Z. Like him and Jay Z, I
yeah,
guess
it
are
makes you
done.
wonder because yeah, they were tight, coming up tight together, and yeah, um, yeah. See, that's where I see some of the coded shit makes you wonder. Yeah, that to be safe. Um, because I don't know if we discussed it before. Also, like his mention of Aaron Carter was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
You
yeah, 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 yeah. I
know?
thought that was interesting too.
Yeah. Now, did you know one other thing I stumbled upon? Me and my son were watching is before they started even getting in contact, like because he mentions that in that video, and he goes, "Aaron Carter, you guys pretty much like, you know, assassinated him." Well, before that, what opened that dialogue is he was kind of
How did he
beefing with
die
Shaq.
from? He OD'd.
Odie, yeah, allegedly,
Well,
yeah.
well, and he wasn't even getting high back then, was he? Or
No, no, because when I knew him, he was struggling when I first met him. But I mean,
I
he
hate
was into
Taylor Swift says boats and hoes.
posting
That's funny.
posting hoes, yeah. That's what's up. No, what did you think about that? That shit was dope though. Not to change the subject, but yeah, posting hoes. That was fun.
Yeah, I like that. Was a good music video.
Yeah, like to me, I think when comedy's done right, it can be yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. There's nobody
Mm,
doing comedy rap anymore. Everybody
mm,
wants to be
no,
serious, but the rap that's popular is not. There's no lyricism really in it. Like once in a
mm,
while. Right now, I think with Kendrick, like I said, like he's an exception really of the
yeah,
rule for being a popular rapper.
yeah. What y'all think? Yeah, let us know. Mm, Um, Eminem is okay. The rapper alive.
Wait,
Okay.
Eminem is a
Oh,
rapper alive. You mean
is the
is he the
rapper alive?
best? Is he the
Oh,
best rapper?
yeah. Yeah.
Drake and
Where are
Kendrick
you from? Where are
sucks.
you from? I hate Taylor
Hey,
Swift.
Taylor
Where are you
Swift.
from? Yeah, just curious. You know, no judgment, but just like where are you from? Um, we're just curious because, like, no,
I'm from
he is alive.
Philadelphia.
Yep, Tucson, Arizona, right here. Um, shit, and we just shooting the shit. Right.
He's from. I hate
What?
Taylor Swift.
Hey, Taylor Swift. Right.
Yeah, that. What'd you think about that Kendrick Lamar song with Taylor Swift? I
Yeah.
want to
What do you
hear.
think about? Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, I'm curious too now. Yeah, because for me, you already know my answer. It's just like yeah.
Build the wall. Oh,
Whoa. Okay. Okay. Now it made it even more difficult. Where are you from?
you probably from Texas. You're talking about the
Yeah,
wall.
you from
That's the clue
Texas,
right
or
there.
you from
Yeah,
because at first I was thinking, okay, maybe somewhere.
Texas. I'm
You know,
thinking.
yeah, because at first I was thinking, okay, you from the UK or something, like just foreign or something. But no. Um, to
That'd be
each his
crazy
own.
living there, though. I've seen like videos of people living there, and like it's like all these like people running
California,
across
okay.
their farm.
What up,
Like
though,
no,
California? I'm from
in tech. Oh, Cali, what's up? Yeah,
California. Yeah,
same thing
I'm
there.
from
I seen them
California
run.
originally. Yeah, I'm from California originally. Yeah,
Arizona touches Mexico too, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're right next to the border, so that's the whole thing. Yeah, and
I seen some video. Did you ever have like people like come from over there like? like cause problems, like in Arizona, like shoot up or like anything like that? I saw something like one
Mm,
place.
Um, not for. I mean, yeah, it happens close to the border. I mean, we're a border town. Yes, I I haven't dealt with it.
Did you ever hear like
I
gunshots over there, like near the
what was
border?
it again?
Did you ever hear like gunshots like from like Mexico?
Well, like for myself, I'm not right next to it
Uh,
there, but nah, that stuff really like over the years, it's like more people are less likely to go there, um, because yeah, it's the cartel situation is real. So think about putting drywall on the wall when they build.
yeah, but if you put that outside, it would just fall apart. You want
Right
like
on.
you want like if you go to build it. Well, I'm not saying to do it, but I'm saying like I use the word construction. You go want like bricks or you know like concrete that could like last outside.
Yeah, right on.
I'm not suggesting building a wall, but I'm just saying
Yeah, yeah,
the plaster
exactly. Yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't think the
yeah. We're
plaster
open to
would.
everything, like we ain't. Yeah, teach his own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said, if you can talk about anything if you don't come with it with malice. I always say that.
yeah, man. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, no, I haven't personally heard it like around here. As far as like gunshots and all that with the cartel. You got to go further, like closer to another town, border town called Nogales for us. Um, and then or Sonora,
I,
Mexico. But yeah,
when I moved here, I don't know if I told you when I first moved, like in like the eight and shit. When I moved here, like there was a shooting on my street. Like they had this place where they have these parties, like at the top of my street, like a hall kind of you could rent, like to have a party at. And I
oh,
guess somebody knew that these people were at the party, like this guy and his girlfriend. And then when they wait in the parking lot, some dude was waiting, and they were like firing back, and then they were in the car, and then the cops came up there and they surrounded it, and then they had a shootout. I think a couple of guys got away, but it was crazy. They shut down my street, like all these crazy SUVs and cop cars were coming up. They had cops driving up the street, like hanging off the back of this one truck. Like it was weird. It was crazy. Just like the first like couple of weeks I moved in here, it was like that. You know
oh
what I
shit,
mean?
yeah,
That's why I told Talib when all that shit happened. I think that's when that shit happened. And I was like, yeah, like my neighborhood's, you couldn't live here, Talib.
yeah. Look right now. This,
Trump wears diapers,
right,
probably.
yeah,
He's old as
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's what I'm
And
saying. We
and
need like a young president, man. Like it's old fuck. Well, not too young though. Some of these young motherfuckers are stupid too. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You
yeah,
gotta have like I think like a president like 40 years old, like you know what I mean? Mid
yeah.
40s is good, you know? 50, 40,
Mhm,
50, that's good. Like when they like 80, like come on, man. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I seen people,
Mhm,
like good people. My grandma was like losing it a little bit when she got older, you know what I mean? But not
mhm,
too bad. And she went quick at the hospital. She was still able to cook and all that shit. But she told me she seen her mom and shit. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like shit goes. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe she did. You know what I mean? I was thinking
So
maybe
are
she
you
did.
saying Kanye for president?
I said before for Kanye for president,
Right. Yeah. No. I could say like yeah. At one point, yeah, I was like for real. You know.
but
Now it's
not
like we need
now.
to know. Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah. It's like we need to know for sure where he's coming from. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
no,
think I'd
that's
be in
something. Yeah.
trouble.
But, yeah. See, and that's what I'm saying. And I'm just yeah. Of course. Again, I'm stirring the pot right here when I said that. So
Cottonmouth. So
yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's me. I'm still alive.
What about Taylor Swift for president?
Mhm.
Yeah. Absolutely. Right. No.
That's
No.
what I
We're
was
kidding.
gonna do.
Of course. Yeah. Um. Taylor Swift versus Avril Lavigne. There we go.
You ever hear that story that's like a fake Avril Lavigne, they say?
Yeah, they say the same thing like that they've been saying for the longest about like Gucci Mane about saying she been cloned too. Yeah. What's
Okay,
everybody's view on that? Yeah.
he looks
So
different.
yeah, he does, and actually his mannerisms are different too. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that one's more believable, but Avro is like was kind of like okay, I think she just didn't want to be seen no more.
push his ass out the way.
But she just kind of like I'm dipping out from the scene. Oh, I think who else they tried to say that about, but yeah, with
I need
Gucci
to.
Mane, yeah, it's more believable with him.
Yeah, because then he
What
got rid
about
of that ice
clones?
cream
What
tattoo
about
and shit.
clones? Yeah, what about clones like if you ever heard of the Kid Buu?
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't believe
Yeah,
that. I think it's a
yeah.
good
He,
story,
he, he did he did a good like interview like for not breaking character.
but I mean, I do think it's possible in like places like
Mhm,
China. You know what I mean?
mhm,
I definitely
mhm.
think they be doing
Yeah,
shit like that.
mhm. Yeah, and he's saying like he was saying Canada and all that. Yeah,
Or-
mhm.
You ever hear this
But
thing they had this shit called CRISPR?
mm, what's
You never
that?
heard of CRISPR? It's this shit
Mm.
like the Chinese, or like everybody figured it out. It's like where you can go like and like DNA and like change the DNA like in a child. So like you can get
Oh,
like rid of like HIV and like basically
mm.
make the child like twice as intelligent, like all this crazy shit. And they say like the Chinese are already doing it to like the children and shit.
Oh
Like
shit.
the rich,
What's
yeah,
ev-
yeah.
what's everybody think about that if they heard of
Make
it?
them have like blue eyes and shit. Like you could pick their eye color already and shit.
Damn. Yeah.
You never heard it? Remember I was telling you about that shit?
Uh,
It's called
Yeah,
CRISPR.
well, you
Look
told
that
me
shit up.
briefly, yeah, but not the name like that though. Yeah, like I think I forgot the name, but yeah. What's everybody think about that, or have they heard of
Gene
it?
editing and shit.
You fund them and how their parents are and just be happy they're yours.
Yeah, that's how I feel. You're my girl.
Which,
She said that you should want your kids to be like you know what I mean? And she said they're sick people and they wanna, like, change their kids, like, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
want my kid
no,
to
for
have
real.
blue eyes, you know what I mean?
And it's like my dad said, 10 fingers and 10 toes. We don't care if it's a boy or girl. Tell me to find out for their baby.
Yeah, 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 I didn't find out from my kids either, I was surprised. Like, we don't do that shit, the real shit.
He said, my dad said 10 fingers and 10 toes.
Yeah, I heard that, said 10 figures and 10 toes.
His grandpa calls it his mentally
Yeah.
challenged. So, it's scary.
Yeah, she just wanna make sure they got the 10 figures and 10 toes.
Deep
Wow.
down, we have a mentally
Yeah, that's
challenged
crazy.
cousin in my family. It's scary.
Yeah, she said she had a mentally challenged cousin in her family, so you wanna make sure the baby's good, that's it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's yeah. No, that is insane though.
But yeah,
Yeah.
they trying
But
to breed their
this is the world
kids.
we live in though. Yeah, it's no surprise. I mean, if we're cloning
That's why
body
my
parts
kid
and all that kind
drank.
of shit
That's
now.
why my cousin was mentally challenged. Or,
Push him back.
but it's a bad
Yeah, yeah, my cat, he likes to sit next to the fucking door.
Oh, that yeah, that cat's chill.
Looks like your cat. I told you they're like
Yeah,
brothers.
no, yeah, they're like distant cousins and shit.
I told you my cat's inbred and shit. He got like 7 toes on one paw and like 6 toes
Oh
on the
yeah,
other.
I remember you showed that. Yeah, it was like that's
Yeah, it's
dope.
just his name was Seven at first, and I called him Mitty instead. I like it. He literally got mitts.
All right. Oh, but that was his name originally was Seven?
Yeah,
That's
because he had
dope.
like
Yeah,
7. Yeah,
like that. Yeah, man. But that's
I
crazy.
like
Yeah, yeah. So CRISPR, or yeah,
CRISPR. Yeah, CRISPR. Yeah, yeah. They
okay.
change.
Yeah,
You could change whatever you want. They doing it. Like they go and make like soldiers and shit. You know what I mean? You can make like
yeah, that's no
everybody like
surprise. Yeah.
6 foot tall and shit. Like
What's everybody
minimum.
think about that? Yeah, out there watching. Yeah. I want my son to look just like Talib Kweli.
You could. Hey, McWig Splitter, what's
Well,
good?
Mick Wicks, dude, this is the first time we didn't even mention him first, though. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
I was talking about him the
Well,
other
we were
day
thinking about
with
you.
Gutter.
Thinking about you.
Yeah,
Yeah, thinking about you. Always we thinking about you, homie. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you
what up,
jumping
though?
in.
Big Splitter. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though?
Hmm.
This is B Gutter right here in the building. Yeah.
Yeah, do the
B Gutter.
guy.
Get it. But yeah, you heard about all that shit? Yeah. Pretty much you can get your child to be whoever you want him to be, right? Want to be 6'4"?
People got money,
You
they
want-
do whatever they want, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
If if you want him to be Kendrick height, you got him there. Like, well, just saying.
Everybody wants tall, yo. Everybody wants to be tall.
Yeah. But
I told you around a couple months ago, somebody they had a gender reveal party and like it was fucking crazy. They had like I think I was telling you about it. It was a helicopter like circling my fucking house. Like it was fucking crazy. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And it started getting lower and lower and lower. And like me and my girl, like, because there was a helicopter crash a couple months back. Like we've seen it doing the same thing, and it crashed like near my old house in Drexel Hill, and
oh shit.
like around the corner and shit. So we thought like the helicopter was going to crash, and then all of a sudden it came in. I was filming it, and it releases like I think it was like blue smoke. It was a gender reveal party, and my girl was like, "Look, it's leaking antifreeze. Like it's going like no, it's." I was like, "I think it's a gender reveal party or
Wow.
something." So like people are crazy. They
And
be
and
doing all.
and and then it makes you wonder, like, how much money did they dump into that too?
Yeah, the gold that had to cost a lot of money for the way it kept
Yeah, 'cause
circulating
think about
shit.
it. What's everybody's, like, guesstimate on it? Because yeah, you already know that's,
It's
you
nuts.
know,
My girl thought it was
we
gonna
we we
crash
we
down
we
there.
we broke and shit, so it's like, "Yo, $100 is good for you and me." $100.
That's why I said I
Nah,
just find
'cause you
out
already
when
know damn well it's like, "Whoa." Yeah, I don't even wanna know.
did you didn't
But
do that, did you?
what, gender reveal? Hell no.
Yeah.
With my son? Hell no. No,
Yeah,
actually,
we
that was kinda, like, new to me. Like, how about for you? Like, with both your kids?
yeah, we surprised both of them. I waited till they were born, I
Yeah,
found out.
yeah.
I was like, "Oh," like, I
Um,
thought I was having a boy the first time, and then
mhm,
we had my daughter, and then the
yeah.
second time, I thought we were gonna have another girl, and then we had
Oh,
my son. So I was wrong both times, but then I was happy, like, when I seen my son, like, "Alright, 1 for 2, that's pretty good." You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, yeah, so, I mean, I think that's fairly more new, cause yeah, then my brother, yeah, he started that's when I heard first about gender reveals, to be honest, and
Yeah, people
he
just
got
do it
into that. I'm like,
online.
"What are you talking about?" Yeah, "What are you talking about?" Like, yeah,
They do it online to get views, like, "Look, I revealed my son's sex or I revealed, like, my kid's sex," like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, mhm,
it's just
yeah,
weird.
and you see these different fancy things, yeah, I'm trying to think what it was like for one of my nieces, yeah, for my nieces and my brother.
There was a plane crash for one. Yeah, we saw that, that's why she thought the helicopter was cra there was a
Oh,
plane, it flew by
yeah,
and the plane crashed,
what they doing that, yeah.
the wing
Dude, well,
fell
you
off.
think about it, it's like it's gotta be dangerous because they gotta do it just perfect, and it's like, yeah, and then you're going this way and whoa, shit, you know, shit, hell no.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
I say just be surprised, man. Fuck it,
mhm,
you know?
yeah. I mean, for a while when I was stubborn, I wanted to, try and be a little bit rough and think about becoming the first canine.
That's funny.
You know, like, because if people could go there, it's ma'am. No.
They doing that, yo, I
They
told
do,
you they doing that.
yeah. And, there's no hate on it, so anybody watching, it's not even disrespectful, but it's like if you're being offended by everything, like, what I was kinda halfway serious because, like, what would I do? Go to the courts and you do that and, you know, be like, "Yeah, I wanna do that," and
A lot
it's
of
not
it's a lot
me,
of hype
it's
too, though. Like they said,
but yeah.
I was watching Joe Rogan, and they asked that one dude. He made a movie about it. Like, what is a woman? That guy Matt Walsh. He was on Joe
Yeah,
Rogan, and they asked him
yeah.
like, well, how many kids are like changing their sex or whatever?
Mhm.
And he's like millions, and then they did it's like only a couple thousand. It wasn't many. And I was like, he's like, That's it. That's not that many." And it was like, you know what I mean? So, like I said, a lot of this shit you see on the news, I just think it's just to make us all scared. and kill each other
Mhm.
and just be in a panic. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
as long as you offended somebody and keep the eyes off the people behind the curtain. Yeah, that's mm, and
'Cause if you see the protest that on the news and then you see me there, you're like, "Dude, that shit's like small. Like nobody there."
yeah, man. Yeah, when I heard about that, yeah, because Gutter was telling me about, he went there and that guy was by himself, you know, just
I give that guy
standing by.
credit. There's one Jewish guy by himself against like, and they were asking like, "Why are you here?" Like,
Mhm,
why are you here? Like, he got a right to be here. You know what I mean?
mhm. He does,
Let him
yeah.
talk about it. I think that was
Mhm.
cool. You know what I mean?
No,
He held his own.
totally. Yeah, because you do see when it weighs out is like you hear more people talking about you know, the other opinion, and no, I'm happy to hear that. It's
I
like,
don't agree with
dude,
the masses on anything. When a whole bunch of people agree with something, I think something's up with it. You got to think
yeah,
about that.
mhm, yeah, because yeah, it should be a warning, a red flag, because that's showing, like more people aren't thinking for themselves, Yeah, so that's
Even that BLM shit, man, like pissed me off, man. When I
oh
found
yeah,
out, like,
man, that right
it's
there,
like
yeah.
two two
Mm,
women who liked each other just bought a
lesbians
mansion. Yeah, yeah, they
or
bought a mansion.
lesbi friends.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
bad.
Let's be
Yeah,
friends. Yeah, they
lesbi
bought a
friends. Yeah.
mansion together, and
Yep.
it's like I thought the money was gonna go to like helping people who were, you know what I mean, and it didn't.
Mhm.
And I was like,
No,
that's pretty messed up. They live in a nice
no, and
life.
then they show that thing where the guy gets like attacked by the robot, by the cops and SWAT team. Yeah, that's- and
That's
guess
good,
guess what
D.
they guess what they put on blast with that too, because he apparently had a picture taken, not thinking about any of that. It's like Professor Griff got put in a picture. Yeah, so
What do you mean, like at an event?
yeah, yeah, there's a picture. Yeah, the guy who got. Remember that shooting that happened? It was Black Lives Matter. He was like supposedly like the president. All that.
Yeah,
They have an old picture like prior to it, but they tried to use that against, Professor Griff and stuff. And it's like, okay, that's a meeting. And like, you and I could take a picture with whoever we want.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They had something like that happen
Just,
to Mike
just
Tyson.
because,
Yeah,
yeah, just because you took a picture with him, and then like a month later you decide to do some foul shit and stuff.
th-
They want to use
that
that
happened in
against you.
your
So,
state, I think, and I think I told you about it, in Arizona. A guy was a serial killer,
the,
and
oh, the guy,
he
yeah,
took a
that's right,
picture of
yeah.
Mike Tyson, and later on they
Hmm.
found out that what should we call it? He was a serial killer. Like he's like, yeah, Mike Tyson thought he did something wrong. He's like, no, he liked you, but the six people he killed he didn't like, or something crazy like that. They say like, oh shit, yeah,
Yeah, I remember you telling me something. Now I gotta like do my research on that one. That's crazy. Yeah, because
yeah. He interviewed Mike. I think like Mike did an interview with the guy. He was like real nice with him and shit. Like he knew his boxing, I guess. Like you know what I mean? So
yeah, dude, that's just crazy.
hey D, what do you think about this Drake Kendrick Lamar beef? I know you're Canadian, so like, are you Team Drake? Like, what's going on? How you feel about that?
Yeah, D. Yeah, let's see. Hey, what's good, D? Yeah,
You see how my
yeah, I'm pretty.
comments come on slow? Like I said, like I was saying, like my
Yeah,
shit be building
hmm,
up like
yeah,
toward the end.
yeah. No, that's a good question though. Yeah, because I'm not.
No, I'm
No, but
not. You're not Team Two like Kendrick Lamar.
mm,
Did you see like it was like a coordinated attack too? Because also the same time that Drake's house got pew pewed up, one of his businesses in London, I think, somebody wrote they spray painted on on the build like on the building where his glass is like not
mm.
they not like us, like the name of the Kendrick Lamar song.
Oh, okay. So trying to make it look more. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like a coordinated attack. It seemed like it was just weird. But like he goes into hiding after he starts losing. If I was him, I'd be out there talking mad shit. Like fuck that, I'm still
Yeah.
making music. Can't go into hiding.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's my personal opinion that I kind of ride strong with those. I don't think it's like even linked together. You know, I think you and me are kind of the same, right? Like Lamar and Drake is WWF there, but there's some other people who are powers that be just kind of chiming in. That's
Yeah, because you know a lot of rec
mm,
companies and people
mhm,
got money involved with this shit.
mm,
If they guy loses the battle, they got a lot at stake. You know what I mean? They got a lot of money on the line with Drake or Kendrick
Yeah,
Lamar. If their guy loses, like, that's their money they fucking with, basically.
yeah, yeah. I mean, these people are getting fed by this, you know. They really
That's
don't
what
have to work. Yeah. Go
you
ahead.
don't remember me keep talking. I was telling you, like, yo, they need to be rap beef. People need to be battling. And I was like, this is what hip hop's missing. Remember I was telling you, all of a sudden everybody
Yeah,
starts battling. I was like, I predicted that shit.
yeah. Well, yeah, and also like my whole thing, we've talked about it, and I was mentioning like the possibility of like releasing a diss mixtape, you know. Yeah, kind of like
Yeah,
that. Where it was
like
like not
Street
just for
Wars. Like
yeah,
Street Wars.
mhm, yeah. And there's a way to do it, but now it's like it just seems like yeah, somebody else took off with it, and yeah,
No, but nobody's done it for a long time. You know what I mean?
mm, no,
Yeah, Street Wars, they used to like make songs for Eminem would drop songs. Like I think whatchamacallit, Nail in the Coffin he released on Street Wars and shit.
I'm
When he was
pretty
coming at
yeah, I think you're
Benzino and
right.
shit.
Okay, yeah, that's when that yeah, because I'm trying to yeah, because with all those beefs, yeah, yeah, with Benzino,
And you
when
can
the
get that
when the
shit
beef
off
actually hit,
LimeWire, I remember. You like be able to go on LimeWire back in the day and like download it
yeah,
with all like the people battling and shit.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that was something that Gutter and I was talking about. Is like, what do you think about it? Like, would you say these beefs, you know, like yeah, it's just kind of like it's like diet like beef these
Yeah.
days, you know.
But I mean,
Not to
it could still
discourage it.
get
It's not
there.
where some old haters. It's just like we remember, you know, like I said earlier, when the beat came on, immediately you knew, oh shit, it's gonna go down.
Hit him up. You know what I mean? He knew when
Hit
that
them up.
shit
Yep.
came out.
Automatically, you knew that beat was gonna come at somebody. Um, a lot of the diss tracks between LL and Cannabis, even LL and Cool Mo D, you already knew it
No
was bad.
Vaseline, yo, and
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Don't. I'm glad y'all set it off. You know. Yeah. Yeah. All
They
right.
made it. Yeah, good
Yeah,
night,
much
D.
love right back. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get off here soon anyway. We've been
Yeah.
on for a nice bit.
Yeah. Um, I just noticed the numbers dropped all down. So,
Yeah,
so,
but yeah, I don't know. We've been on for like almost 90 minutes too. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I see that. No, but yeah, let us know your opinion on that, cause yeah, with the beefs and all, yeah, we just rock with hip hop. That's our main thing.
Hell
You know?
yeah. I do appreciate the competition aspect though. Like I said, I think that's
Me
cool.
too. Yeah, my thing is like, yeah,
I don't think anybody should be getting too comfortable ever. Like you should always be on your toes, able to
you should
defend
always remember
yourself.
like everybody in the game. Yeah, it can be a competition right there, and yeah, that could be
Yeah,
a friendly competition too. You know?
yeah. Like when
Like,
Kendrick did the control verse, that was like a friendly competition. He was like, he was showing that he could battle people, and I respected that. You know what I
mhm,
mean?
yeah, I mean, because we could also bring up like before we jump off. Sorry, I'm not trying to get
No,
that.
you
We're
good.
gonna
No, you
open that
good,
door.
man.
I was gonna say about like Eminem already kind of has been opening that door that could have like, but nobody's talking to him when he goes, "Who had the best verse?" you know, on
Hell
that one.
yeah.
Yeah, he left that wide open because Drake and Wayne could have been pissed about it.
That's what I'm saying. They could have brought Lil Wayne in, but I think he brought Lil Wayne. Did you hear that one line he said? Kendrick said he fucked Lil Wayne's girl when he was locked up, and then got Lil Wayne tattooed on him.
Hmm. Yeah,
And
so
then I
that
seen the
right
interview
there.
about that. Did you ever see the interview? They interviewed Lil Wayne,
Oh,
and they said,
oh
"Didn't
no.
Drake smash your chick when you were locked up?" And he was
Oh
like,
yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. Wait, yeah.
he's like, "Yeah, don't remind me." And then he
Yeah. Don't
said,
remind.
he's like, "The pain still hurts." And he's like, "Not really." And then he said, "She still be calling me." He's like, "I hate
Yeah.
that shit." He's like,
Yeah.
"But I don't know. It is
I
what
think
it
that's the
is."
most grimy shit. Yeah, personally, you know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't, you know what I mean, do that.
Because how can you respect somebody like truly as your ride or die homie after that? You know,
You can't, man.
I mean, that doesn't mean you have to go out there and kill them, but it's like still, it's like all right, is it hip hop or is it true beef? So that's what I think.
I mean, I done something similar once when I told you I found out one of my friends hung out with my ex-girlfriend, like who I was
Hmm.
like engaged to, and I was pissed off. And then he brought some chick back, and I ended up stealing it from her. And I was
Hmm.
like, "Oh, you was hanging out with my ex, like who I was engaged to."
Hmm.
That's a line you don't cross, bro. Why would you do that? And he lied about it, though. I found out by
Yeah.
like 5 other people. Like, yo, your boy's hanging out with your girl, your ex. I'm like, all right.
Yep. Mhm. Yeah. See, that's what I mean. Is like when people know that, if, like you really don't like me. All right, fine. Th- Yeah,
That's
that's how
why
you
I
let it be.
said when you get older, man. I think when you're younger, you like try to fit in and you just trying to figure shit out. But when you get older and you learn how people is, you could read them signs, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if I see like
Mhm.
certain signs in people, I'm like, all right, I'm good. Like I just kind of like back
Yeah.
off the situation. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, some people get all cocky in their feelings and shit like that. Some of those things I got even with later in life, too. Where it was like, do I really hate this motherfucker? Yeah, I actually do hate this motherfucker. Like
Hmm.
I didn't like react like some people like when we're young and we just like we're going on pure instinct.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's competitive. We competitive when we're young. Doesn't have to with hip hop, but it was like, yeah, I had a couple of those beefs, like later in life. I'm like, damn, I'm in my 40s. Yeah, nah, fuck this. Fucking hate this motherfucker. Yeah,
But yeah, you
but I
get
think, I think it's best if you think it out. Yeah, for anybody. Yeah,
yeah, but I'm saying like from the experiences you can learn from it and you can just spot the bullshit a mile away so you don't even have to deal
Mhm.
with it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because if we just go on instinct, because there's some that we could regret later. So that's what I mean. It's like when you think it out, I'm. That's why I could say on my side, yeah, the things I did later, like I don't have regrets. Yeah.
Yeah. Neither do I.
Yeah, good. And if you do them early on too, and you don't regret it, good too. Like yeah,
As long as
motherfucker.
uh as long as like I feel like I'm doing something moving forward, you know what I mean?
Dude, you doing good, man. Like hell yeah.
Thank you.
Congrats on like with the numbers and they keep growing. And if you're not already subscribed, like you need to subscribe right here.
Oh yeah.
Chestermcfly. Yep.
We go get to 1 million. You know what I mean? That's the goal, man.
Yep.
I'll be happy with
Yep.
that shit. The million
Yeah.
one, I showed you that the million plaque is like twice the size of mine. It's gold.
Oh shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's
So
up.
it'll look a lot
Yep.
nicer, I think.
Yep. We're gonna do that. They could like definitely show that in Talib.
I told you when I pass him though, I do want to like celebrate, yo, for real. Do me like
Yeah.
I had the picture of me stepping over stepping over Tyrone Lue. Me and I
I
gotta
did
send that
start
to
on
you.
it. I just need to finish that. Yeah. No, yeah. I've been trying to find the one where like looks a little bit better because like every single one. Have you seen that? It doesn't look like he's stepping over him.
Yeah, it's like because they took it's like older pictures. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
2001.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to like I want to do. I might have to do a screenshot and slow motion video. He does that because yeah. Every time I try to do it, that's what it was. He steps over him too quick, and you don't
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, the slow
So
motion.
yeah, do that, then screenshot it. So, but yeah, man, I had a good time on here. Like, didn't mean to take everybody's time up too much. Didn't mean to, apologize to your lady as well. You
Nah,
know,
we good.
I always enjoy chopping it up with you, homie. You
Yeah,
know,
me too.
yeah. So, let's smoke a podcast. We'll be back on soon. And yeah, hit me up tomorrow, homie.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
much love. All right,
all right, peace, fly.
peace, peace, my brother.